Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon us all. On this heavy occasion, allow me to convey an idea that although simple but has great power in shaping each of our future, namely self-leadership. Self-leadership is the ability to lead oneself toward achieving personal and professional goals. This involves self-control, a deep understanding of ourselves, as well as the ability to make the right decision even when faced with challenges. In this fast-paced and complex world, the ability to lead yourself becomes increasingly crucial. Ladies and gentlemen, the definition of a leader that I like the most is the one put forward by a great person in this country. The number one person in this country, the seventh President of the Republic of Indonesia, Joko Widodo. President Joko Widodo, namely that a leader is firmness without hesitation. After giving a very beautiful meaning of leader, however, here I will talk about leadership. Even though leader and leadership are different, but in my opinion, both of them still require the same main component, namely firmness and no doubt. In the context of self-leadership, what does it mean for us to create a concept in such a way as to manage ourselves very well without being assertive? The leadership we exercise toward other people has certainly been proven and carried out easily with firmness. But if we lead ourselves to ugly assertiveness, it will definitely be very difficult. Therefore, after this, I will discuss the characteristic of good self-leadership and ways that can be done to form good self-leadership habits. In this era, full of change and challenges, self-leadership is increasingly recognized as an important ability that every individual must have. Self-leadership is not just the skill of leading others, but rather the ability to direct oneself effectively. There are several characteristics that describe a good self-leadership, which are not only beneficial to personal success, but also to the communities and organizations in which they exist. First is a self-awareness. Self-awareness is the main foundation of self-leadership. A good self-leader has a deep understanding of their own strengths and weaknesses. They acknowledge what motivates them, what stresses them out, and how their feelings influence their behavior. This self-awareness allows them to continue learning and developing because they are open to feedback and ready to make self-improvement. Second, self-regulation or self-control. Self-control is the ability to manage emotion and impulses so that they do not interfere with long-term goals. A person who has good self-leadership is able to remain calm under pressure and is not easily tempted by distraction or momentary desires. They have the discipline to maintain focus on top priorities and are not easily distracted by less important things. Third is self-motivation. Self-motivation is the ability to push oneself forward, even when facing obstacles. Those with strong self-leadership know how to find sources of intrinsic motivation, the reason within themselves that kept them moving forward. They don't always need external encouragement or praise to keep trying, because they have clear goals and a vision that they pursue diligently. Fourth is effectively goal setting. A good self-leader not only dreams big, but also sets clear, specific, and achievable goals. They are able to plan concrete steps to achieve those goals and continually assess their progress. By setting measurable and realistic goals, they can direct the energy in the most productive and effective way. Fifth is ability to adapt. The world continues and changes, and those who have good self-leadership are able to adapt to this change. They are flexible in their approach and ready to change their strategy if necessary. This ability to adapt makes them more resistant to stress and better able to cope with unexpected situations. Six is empathy. Although it sounds more like a quality of leadership toward others, but empathy is also an integral part of self-leadership. By having empathy, a self-leader can understanding the feelings and perspective of others, which in turn helps them build better and more effective relationships. Empathy also helps in better communication and wiser decision making. Lastly, is self-reflection. Self-reflection is the continuous practice of reviewing experiences and learning that has been experienced. A good self-leader regularly takes time to reflect on what they have done, what went well, and what needs improvement. Self-reflection helps them identify valuable lessons from experiences and make them better prepared for future challenges. Furthermore, after conveying the characteristic of good self-leadership, developing self-leadership or effective self-leadership requires effort and discipline. Self-leadership is not an ability that appears automatically, but is the result of habits and action that we develop consistently. Here are several ways you can form good self-leadership habits. First, start by building self-awareness. Get to know who you are, what you want, and how you react to certain situations. Practice meditation, daily journaling, or self-reflection to understand your emotion, motivation, and responses. By having a better understanding of yourself, you can make better decisions and set more realistic goals. For example, through a daily journal, you can record your feelings, action, and result every day, then evaluate areas that need improvement. Second, develop self-control skills. One way to practice self-control is to establish a healthy and consistent daily routine. Discipline in carrying out this routine, such as waking up at the same time every day, exercising regularly, and managing work time with adequate rest, helps strengthen mental and emotional resilience. Self-control can also be trained by delaying gratification. For example, before making an important decision, make it a habit to think carefully and consider the consequences. Third, set clear and specific goals. Make smart short-term and long-term goals. Smart is mean specific and measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Once the goals are set, create a detailed action plan and break down the big goal into small steps that can be done every day. Using tools such as daily or weekly to-do lists can help you stay focused and motivated. For example, if your goal is to improve your communication skills, establish steps such as taking a communication course, practicing public speaking, and regularly seeking feedback. Fourth, do regular self-reflection. Evaluate your action and achievement regularly to understand what is going well and what needs improvement. Self-reflection can be done through weekly one-on-one meetings where you review your goals and progress, or by asking for feedback from people you trust. This process not only helps you recognize mistakes and accomplishments, but also opens up opportunities to learn and grow. And concrete example is holding a weekly evaluation session where you assess the week's achievements and plan improvement for the following week. Fifth, create a supportive environment. Our physical and social environment greatly influences self-leadership. Make sure you are in an environment that supports your goals and surround yourself with positive and inspiring people. Avoid situations or people that can distract you or tame your spirits. For example, if you want to increase productivity, create an organized workspace with minimal distraction and look for friends or groups who have similar goals to support and motivate each other. Ladies and gentlemen, in this journey of life, leadership is not always about leading others. More than that, true leadership begins with our ability to lead ourselves. Hopefully, what we have discussed today can be an inspiration and encouragement for all of us to continue developing our abilities to lead ourselves. These are the characteristics of self-leadership and the ways that can be done to form good self-leadership habits that I can convey. Hopefully, what I say can be useful. Remember, every small step we're taking in leading ourselves brings us closer to big accomplishment. Be your own best leader, because that is where the journey of true leadership begins. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.